She says, if I wanted to feel sorry for myself, I'd have stayed with your father.
Ooh, that is quite a drop. Let me help you down?
I've got this. Shit! You okay? That's 3.
What? Oh, please.
3 times I saved your life. The sinkhole, your foot. What? You'd be dead if my mom hadn't taught me to dress a wound. Fine. 2 times then. The sinkhole and just now. Ugh.
Hey, let me see that.
Leave it. It's nothing. Hey, I'm fine.
Come on. Roll up your sleeve and just admit we're friends already.
This is not an admission.
Let me see. It's getting worse.
Listen, it ain't broken or bleeding. It'll calm down. It always does. Let's go. The kid said the ward was this way. You ever hear about the North Pole?
That old fairy tale?
Yeah, like this ward. Old white guy founds it. Food and fresh water, everyone gets along. That sounds like the fairy tale to me. It's probably just a couple of old-timers holed up underground. I just hope they got a few supplies for trade. Otherwise, we won't last much longer out here. You think people actually live like this?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know what's in that Fulton's original blend, but I never seen nobody that happy before. Not in real life. Locked. Great. We can't turn back now. Ain't got nowhere to go. There's gotta be another way through. Hey, Eagle Eye. See if you can squeeze your ass through that hole up there. It's about time. What took you? Hey, look at this. What happened to these poor bastards? Can't let it go to waste. Use it on that bum ankle of yours. Won't help me none. Hey, come on. Let's get some distance between us and these bodies. Ha! Hey, over here. Oh, this is bad. This is bad with a side of broccoli.
A side of what?
Nothing. Something my ma used to say. Nice shooting. Hey, that don't count, by the way. starting to think looking for this ward wasn't such a good idea. Guess the deadwood ain't all gone after all.
Nope.
Ain't no way the war's real. Not with a nest like this out here. You know, maybe best we head back. We retrace our steps. We can find another way out. This is not happening. Tell me this is not happening. No! Not today, assholes! Hey! This is 3, by the way! You know, right here makes for 3! Oh, shit! Hey, listen. For what it's worth, you were a good friend. You were a good friend.
It's okay. You're safe. Whoa, whoa, hold up. We're friends. We're here to help.
Can't hold this forever, Bo!
Thanks. Who are you?
Questions later. We gotta get moving. On 3. 1, 2, 3! That's all I got. You're on your own now.
Hey, we still got each other.
Right. Follow us, you two. That won't be the last of them.
Rude or thick down here.
Must be what I felt back at the ward. Wait. You're from the ward? Shit. Maybe Santa's real too.
Yeah, it's not far from here. But the way down collapsed behind us. We're gonna have to find another way out.
dead would know they've lost. But they won't lay down without a fight.
Hey, you okay?
Not bad shooting, Traveler.
Yeah, I had some practice.
I'll bet. But don't worry. The ward's as safe a place as any. Safer.
So, it's really real. Food, and water, and folks living with some old white guy?
More or less.
Whoa, whoa, let me get you some water.
I'm fine,
Cass. Ooh, that looks like root rot. I've never seen a case this bad.
I'm fine. I don't know why everyone...
We need to get her to the ward, and quick. Doctor, there's her only chance. We'd better get moving, before we lose the light.
Oh dear.
This is Wriggler.
Call me Riggs. I got you, darling. Don't worry, friend. We'll take good care of her. Welcome to Ward 13.
Hey, don't worry. Riggs is right. She'll be fine.
Are you okay?
Just a headache.
Hey, Clementine. Let me get you some water.
I'm fine.
Oh, you're not fine. You need rest.
Bo! He's the ward's mayor. Thinks that puts him in charge of everything and everyone. Listen, I'm gonna check in with Ford, and then I'll get some rest. okay? I've been through a lot worse, you know.
So, Traveler, your friend will be fine. I'm Bo Ward, and this is Ward 13. You must have come a long way. I mean, the route's dwindling and all, but the road's still a dangerous place. What were you two doing out there? Yeah, well, you'll be safe here for as long as you need, Traveler. I didn't know anybody knew what we were doing out here. Feels kind of nice, actually. Hey, ask around if you need something. Oh, start with Ford. I'm sure he'd like to meet you. Something on your mind, Traveler? Incredible, isn't she? Yeah, no one really understands how she does it, not even her. But the feel in the air after she blasts him like that, it's electric. Like the sun after a storm. She's something special, Traveler. And knows... I guess. I used to guard the old ward some 20 years ago. I helped out here and there, you know, but before Commander Ford passed, she and the Founder, they kinda put me in charge. Now, maybe no one else wanted the job, I don't know, but the ward's the only family I've ever known. I'll do whatever... Oh, thanks? I don't know, I guess I just take care of myself, eat right, get to sleep early, all that. Yeah, Commander Ford always said a leader can't care for anyone if they don't care for themselves. I'm just trying to live right. I reckon she learned it from the Founder. He's been around for ages. Oh, he ain't much for leading himself. Granddaughter, actually. Yeah, the Founder wasn't around as much back in the day, but Commander Ellen was like a mother to me. To all of us from the old ward. Just, I couldn't say. Commander used to talk about him like he was dead and gone before I was born. You'd have to ask him yourself, I guess, but he ain't like the rest of us. He's seen a lot. Yeah, people here are friendly if you give them a chance. If you need anything, you know where...
You ever climbed to the top of that tower in the city? It's so beautiful. If you're looking for Founder Ford, I usually see him over at the warehouse. I don't know. Brad was the one who knew the way.
Right. Brad. That's too bad.
You should check out the ward.
I heard Ford was looking for you. He's up top, over in the warehouse.
Mr. Dwell says he doesn't speak English very well, but I think he just doesn't know the answer.
Like,
Are you and your friend married? Do people even get married out there? What does getting married mean? Ma won't tell me yet, and I'm
I don't
pretty
know.
sure Pa
That
didn't tell me the
sounds a
truth.
little far-fetched.
Hey, get away from my stew! Oh, it's you. Oh, nonsense. I'm sure you had a reason. Mi casa et tu, Brute. And all that. So, what can old Mudtooth do for you? This old mudder might have an answer or two for you. Town, you call it. Back in my day, a place like this wouldn't be considered much more than a camp or a bivouac. You might call it. Nah, this ain't no town. Not yet. But it is a fine place to set up kip. I lived by myself for years, see? Had myself what you calls it, a hockapatopter. That thing could fly to the moon. And he told me about this place. Got some nice people here. Took some getting used to. Being around quite a bit, stranger. The name's Mudtooth. And ain't nobody been around longer or seen more than I have. Except maybe old Ford, of course. But that old mudder, only 3 reasons why folks come to see me. And that's my stories or my stew. That's so? Huh. Did I tell you about the stories yet? That one too, eh? Well, that's it, ain't it? My Listen, you sure I said there were 3 reasons? 'Cause there's only... Only 2 reasons folks come to see old Mudtooth, and you know... Well, Brabus, he's my son. 'Twere his idea to come join this little shanty town. Not a bad idea it was, neither. He's over yonder, at the shooting range. You bet your apple I can. But these ain't just stories, stranger. They're objective retellings of legitimate occurrences what you wouldn't believe. Now, where to start? I do miss the days when you could find the stuff the old... Oh, found this old can of what's-it once. As in, we literally did not know what was in it. The can weren't open, but the label had long rubbed off. Finding that was like all... That can must have been 100 years old, banged up and bloated. Could have been anything in there. Well, I ain't one to back down from something stupid. So, I grabbed the can. Woohoo! Damn stuff hissed and fizzled like some kind of brown sludge demon. I chugged the whole damn thing. The thick goop tasted like scented. I nearly puked with each swallow, but when I threw the can aside, the boys cheered. I opened my mouth, flashed them a... They stayed that way for at least a month. And that's where I got my name. Stop me if I told you this one. Crazy 8 traveled a lot after leaving Sanctuary. Came to this one town named a Goat. Anyway, this Croakswell town didn't take kindly to strangers. And that sure as heck we stayed anyway, of course. Brought 'em good scrounge, we did. Her old man, though, he didn't like us one bit. I opened the door. And the girl's old man clocks me. Which one of you assly hoes got her in the family way, he says. I know it was... Well, I ain't gonna argue with a man behind a gun. So, Mudtooth, he's the one you're after? And off he ran after someone who don't exist. Or, we ditched Ghost Crack that day. But the name, and that's the story of how Brabus was born. Except he weren't born yet, was he? Not born then. The other... Pity that there. Why, sure, but it ain't ready just yet. The lunch rush today was something fierce, I tell you. But well, maybe not that quick. I done already said it, didn't I? Just come back in a... Well, you take care now.
So many new faces these days. Things must be getting... Welcome, traveler. I'm Reginald Malone. but my friends call me Reggie. Saw you come in with Bo and Clementine. Oh, you can be sure they'll do everything they can for your friend. Getting right to business. You might find some of... Well, all right then. Take care, traveler.
Wait. Was that salt you put in there just now?
Sure. Salt, yeah.
This is not up for discussion, Clementine. You're staying, and that's final.
I don't remember asking for your permission.
We'll talk about this later.
Out of my way.
Whoa, what have we here? Ah, the Traveler, of course. Wallace said yes. Right on time. Sorry you had to see that. But then again, you've been around. I'm sure you know Andrew Ford. Good to make your acquaintance in the flesh. I'm sure you've got a lot of questions, and I've got a favor to ask. So let's get to it. That's a longer story than I can indulge right now. Let's keep it to this. You know how some things you drink can make you drunk, and some things you eat can make you sick or sleepy? Well, other things do this. It's a big world out there. Huh. Not my way. And you want to be careful what you wish for, traveler. Not you precisely, as in name, rank, serial number, but I knew someone was coming. Aren't you clever? Skeptic. That's fine. It so happens I knew you'd be coming today. Or I hoped. Our young Wallace told me. Wallace? He's a special kid. A lot like somebody I used to know. She dreams about things that hadn't yet come to pass. It's more like he can see really far. Let me see if I can get you up to speed. Compared to who? Bo might be young, but he knows the run of a ward. Learned from the best. He was orphaned, just a kid. Ward 13 sort of adopted him. Ran security when he got old enough. Did a damn good job of it. Only made sense to put him in charge once we started up here. Arguing's not the same as fighting. Clementine has a lot of water to put under a narrow bridge. Nosebleeds, headaches, and I work... It's not like there's a manual. Don't think there's a soul in town has lost as much as Rick. Don't know how that man gets up out of... Want some intel, eh? Oh, nothing too dangerous. I've got to marshal my resources. And then we'll get into it in earnest. All right, traveler. Now that you've shot your shot, here's mine. I need an able young scrapper to help an old man out. Talk to Wally. You'll find him out by the docks. After that, gear up, and then meet me at the ward gate. I'll tell you a story.
I'm not talking about this right now. Not now. We can discuss this later.
I hope you're not making the Founder wait, Traveler. He's got a thing about time. Oh, Traveler. I heard you're helping out the Founder. Kinda makes you a legend yourself. Yeah, the Commander thought so. I mean, eventually. The Founder can be eccentric, but you can't argue with his results. Just gear up and be safe, okay? I'm saving you a spot on garden duty when you get back, huh? Those carrots ain't gonna pull themselves. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Ah, looking for Wallace? He's got a place overlooking the docks.
I see you, Traveler. You're the one Ford's been waiting for. Though, he doesn't know he's been waiting. He thinks he needs help. It's her who needs it. You know. And you don't. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Things get messier when I tell them. I'm Wallace. Did I say that yet? Probably. The site, you know? Sorry, I probably said that already too. You have a path to walk. You choose the first step here, but your path can change if you want it to. That makes a lot of sense now. You're right, of course. Your path is waiting. Tell Brabus and they have what you need. Until next time.
Looking for McCabe? Watch yourself. She's a prickly one. She's over at the warehouse.
Well, ain't you a right mutter? Traipsing in here like you own the place. That boy what talks to the root? I don't trust Wally with a hot meal. But I also ain't dumb enough to cross him. I don't reckon he was any more specific. Right. Well, the boy's crazy, but he ain't stupid. And I can see your gear is, lacking, to say the least. If he asks, you tell him I gave you this. No charge. Riggs is gonna talk my ear off if I don't send you over to him next, isn't he? Fine. Go see Riggs, then. Tell him he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Oh, friend. Glad to see you're all right. What can I do for you? That's right, but everybody calls me Riggs. I try to keep folks safe out there. My specialty is armor and weapons upgrades. Speaking of which, Bo mentioned you might need some help getting your feet back under you. Well, whatever you need, don't be afraid to ask. We all help each other out here. Even McCabe. I don't suppose he was more particular about why. Ha! Yeah, that sounds like Brabus. Right. Well, I've got a pretty focused skill set. I reckon I know what he means. Come to me if you ever need to upgrade your equipment. So long. How goes it, friend? You know where to find me.
I swear to God and my mother. Did Bo send you over here, or did you stumble your way over here yourself? Shit. You're serious, aren't you? Alright, so what the hell is this journey? Well, that explains it. Everything that old coot touches becomes a whole thing. If Ford's involved, you're gonna need all the help you can get. Fine. Well, the only reason anyone bothers me is because I'm good with a hammer. So either I can modify your weapons, or we can find a more creative use for it. Tell you what. I heard you picked up something strange on your little jaunt earlier. Maybe I could do something with it. Are you seriously just wasting my time now? Did Wally also tell you to waste my time? I'm not gonna wait forever for you to make up your mind, and neither is Ford. You, again. Did Wally also tell you to waste my time? There. That ought to help with whatever journey he saw you on. Just tell Wally to be more specific next time, yeah? So we're done here, right? Or do I need the hammer again? Let me save you some time so you don't keep nattering on. We used to live in that building over there. Then a stranger came. We called them the Wanderer. You might have noticed everyone gets a handle here. Anyway, they show up and stop the route. Now, we live in these buildings here. That clear it up for you? And me? I keep it real simple. Less to worry about that way. All right, let's see what you've got. Look, it's not personal. I just don't like being distracted. I get into a zone, you know? Pisses me off when people come by and interrupt my me time. But I'll tell you what. You're clearly not the average stray that shows up here. So I'll make you a deal. You find anything interesting out there, bring it back to me and I'll see if I can use it to mod your weapons. Okay? I am already regretting all of this.